So now we're gonna start with the second part of our training, which is the skills needed to build the business. We build the confidence of our business, of our industry. We know what gold mine we're sitting with, and we know that could be one of the best opportunities we will ever have in our life. And we understood the potential and the passion of what we have. So now let's talk about the skills needed. So any project you need to develop, it needs skills, right? It requires some skill set to become a professional. Those are some simple skills, duplicable and simple, that you need to do it, apply it exactly, and teach your team to do it. These are the skills, because in network marketing, there is no theory. There is no 1 + 1 = 2. There is no like the integration of x squared dx. There's no formula. There are formulas built on practical experience of almost 70, 80 years ago that has been developed and evolved to help people. Actually, it's all the things that the people before you try did not work, removed it from your way, and the thing that they tried and most probably work, and they're giving it to you to make your path easy, okay? So those are the stepping pillars or the skills required in success in any project, not only in this project, okay? So what is the first step? Number one, you need to know your why. Why you have started the entrepreneur. Because when you know your why, whatever challenges, if your why is big enough and if your dream is big enough, fact doesn't count. Challenges doesn't count. For example, if you want to go to attend a birthday party for your friend, she's a good friend of yours, and you're living in an area where Uber doesn't reach you or Careem doesn't reach you, and you have a car, and you went down to your car, well dressed, ready, you want to go there, but your car is not working. You tried once, twice, your car didn't work, and you have no way. You cannot order Careem, you cannot order Uber, you cannot order a ride. You will call your friend and you will just say, sorry, the car is not working, it's broken down. You tried your best, right? Say yes or no. Guys, open the camera. Why you're sleeping, guys? Hello. So you tried your best, even you tried to make maybe your husband or your brother, whatever, to help you fix the car. You tried something, but it didn't work. Then you let it go. True? Okay, what if your son or daughter, God bless, he has a very high fever and very sick, and you need to take him immediately to the hospital, and you go down, and your car is not working? What would you do? You will say, I tried, the car is not working. You will find a way, because your why is different. Your reason is different. So you need to write down and know, why have you started? Is it to create a second income, pay back your loans, buy your dream house, buy your dream car, help people to learn and earn, security for your family, travel the world, children's education, be your own boss, or have your financial freedom? But you need to write down. Write down 5 compelling reasons that makes you build this business. And this is going to be like your magical recipe, that you stick it in your fridge, you stick it in the forehead of your mother-in-law or father-in-law, you stick it on your bedroom, in your mirror, you read it every night before you go to sleep. It's going to be like the recipe that's gonna take you over whatever challenges, whatever objection you're gonna face building the business. Because you will always remember, someone so what. But when you read those dreams, all dreams that you want to have, that always gonna charge you battery for the next day. And you wake up in the next day, welcome, it's a new day. Because Great thing about our business, every day is a brand new opportunity. Every day you might meet the eagle to get a meal. Now, to make your dreams smart, to make them achievable, if I don't know what I want, how I will know when I get it? Research shows that less than 10% of people set goals and only 3% write them down. And you know what is the surprise? 90% of the world wealth is owned by 3%. Successful people, they think they don't. So please, guys, write down your 5 big, bold dreams. If your dreams doesn't scare you, they're not big enough. The next step, write the smaller dreams in and make them smart. What do I mean by smart? Specific, measurable, achievable, readable, with time. So you have to have a table like this. What I want to achieve, why I want to achieve it, and what is the date you want to achieve. Let's say here, in your that's the first 6 months. In your first 6 months, you want to make $1,000. So in your first month, you want to make $1,000, for example, or $500. That's your target. You need to write why you want this $500. Describe it. The power of visualization. You want to buy a new phone. You want to pay an installment. You want to buy a mortgage, whatever it is. But you need to write why. 1 second. Let me. Welcome. Part. Okay. So after you put your first month target, you have to put the why and the date. Today is what? 4th, 5th? Today is 6th of July. So here is like 5th of August. You put your number and you put why. Second month, it should be slightly higher than the first month. Let's say $1,000, $800, and you put why you want this money and you put the date. Third month could be $1,500. Why? Date. Fourth month, $3,000. Why you want and what exactly describe why you want to make this money and put the date. Fifth month, 6th month. You put them down. You write your 5 big dreams. I don't know what is this. You write your compelling reason. Write them down. Read them every night. Make your smart dream list. 6-month plan. Target, why, and date. So when you know what you want to achieve, you can have the plan to achieve. But if you're working randomly, procrastination, and you won't achieve anything. Have you ever seen any big company in the world or any successful company without a monthly sales target? I've never seen one. So if we want success, we have to copy success. Those are small methodologies. You need to know your why. You need to write the 5 compelling reasons, and you need to convert your smaller dreams, or we call it stepping stone, into smart targets. 6-month targets. Next, set up your e-entrepreneur time commitment. This is the time you will invest to build your business. Please, guys. The word commitment is the most word that people are running from. It's like the nature of human people. They disguise commitment. They run away from commitment, even when it comes to relationships. But we always disguise commitment, or we hide commitment into under different names just to bluff ourselves. One of the biggest commitments you've been doing for the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years is your job. You've been waking up every day, 6 a.m. on an alarm clock, rushing to your washing up, grabbing something to eat. If you have, if you have kids, you will just grab your kids and put them into a kids care. Those poor kids can't pick up their mother even in a police lineup, because in the morning she's thrown in a care center, and in the evening they come back when they're asleep. You've been doing that for the last 5, 10, 20, 40 years. And you know, people do job for 40 years or 45 years, and more than 95% they retire broke. This is not a commitment. Why are you doing that commitment? Because you're going to earn a living. So now you want this business to do for you in 2 years or 3 years what your job couldn't do for you for 40 years or 20 years. And some guy come to me and say, Mr. Khaled, in my first year in e-entrepreneur, I want to earn $200,000 and I'm willing to commit 2 hours a month. Huh? I say, good luck, but your dream could be to buy a bicycle after 1 year, not $200,000. Guys, we've spent 18 years studying, 5 years in college, and maybe 5 years in work. That's together 30 years to earn maybe $500, $1,000, $2,000 in salary, and you want in 3 years to start earning $20,000 a month, and you want to put 2 hours a month. We are doing a professional business, so we have to get professional. Listen to this carefully. If you want to have things that you never had before, you must be willing to do things that you've never done before. And there's no way. I know success is hard. It's not simple. But also being broke is hard. So choose your heart. To be successful, it's not simple, it's hard. And also to be broke is bloody hard. So which heart do you want to choose? So let's work as a professional people and set up our business time. I dedicate, let's say, in my opinion, you need to put, if you want to build something acceptable in the first year, you have to put between 12 to 15 hours. If you want to build something massive, you have to put between 15 to 30 hours weekly. I'm talking about the first year. If you want to build something cool. If you want to go with the regular flow that you build it slowly, it's okay. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you can build double, triple your salary. That's around between 8 to 12 hours. But those are time dedicated for your business. Meeting new people, presenting new people, inviting new people, sending whisper campaign, as we're going to explain. Second, allocate the days and time and stick to it regardless of exception emergency. We said, if you want, my upline once told me, Khaled, before you will have $1 million in your bank account, you have to have it here, the mindset. Before this business makes you $1 million, you should treat it as such. I dedicate this time. I said, this is my retirement project in 3 years, which you could not make in 40 years in your job. So I need to treat this business as such. I choose 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 hours per day, 4 hours per day. And I give this time to my upline to show him my commitment. I'm willing to commit this and this time to build this business and do IPAs. Example, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. For example, is your e-entrepreneur time. Nothing in the world could take this time out from you. That's your graduation project. That's your retirement project. So if you treat it more seriously, it will reward you more pleasure. During the day, you can use the time in the day to call your prospect, to book meeting and presentations. The third pillar. So the first pillar is know your why. Set your stepping stones, smaller goals, make them smart, as we see in the schedule. Second, define your commitment. There's 2 types of commitment: time commitment, and self-commitment. You have also to commit yourself to develop yourself. Attend events, attend trainings, be always among the first people to sharpen your skills, to be a professional. The third pillar is your capital. Start with your prospectus. Now, any business in the world, it has a capital. If you have seen one of your friends, neighbors, who has been into living in your neighborhood for the last 10, 15, 20 years, and he's always broke. And whenever he wants to call you, he only misses call you. He never even make for you a full phone call. And you know, it's very well known in the neighborhood that this guy is broke. And if you've seen that guy, one day he saw you in the backyard, hi, how you doing, Darren? How are you? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Next month, I'm opening my Mercedes showroom. What are you going to say about him? You will say he's a moron or he's a thief, right? Because you've been knowing him for the last 10, 15 years, bloody broke. How come he will open a $5 million business next month? Either he's a moron or maybe he had wrapped, I don't know, $5 million. Why are you going to say that? Because he doesn't have the capital. And you can never start any business without a capital. And this is your capital in this business, your prospect list, your contact list. So write down notes how you're going to build up your capital in this business. How are you going to make your prospect list? First, it must be written down. Everyone goes into your prospect list. Please don't ever prejudge anyone. Please. Don't say this guy is a moron, this guy is very rich, this guy is very busy, this guy is negative, this guy is positive. Don't prejudge now. There are rules of writing your contact list, your prospect list, your pipeline. Everyone must go there. It must be written down, not in your mind, not in your mobile. It could be an Excel sheet, no problem, but it should be written down. Everyone you know, use memory jogger. In our back office in the Entrepreneur Academy, there's a memory jogger that help you, your colleagues, accountant, your social club partners, university student, your cousin, your father and mother-in-law, blah, blah, blah. Use memory jogger to fill up the list, because the list should be between 100 and 150 to 300 names, minimum. See, all the international studies say that people who reach the age of 21 and they know less than 150 people, they must be interacting with their cat or their dog at work. They have a social problem. There's no one in this earth who are 21 years and above knows less than 150 names. But your mind, when you start saying, I don't know, no, not my brother, not my sister, not my cousin, you start to removing out people subconsciously. Please apply the rules. Don't be a philosopher. Those are things from our 22 years experience. We're bringing you the simplest, shortest way to success. So your contact list must be written down. Don't prejudge anyone, and even anyone of your team. If he doesn't have his contact list ready, don't work with him. I'm giving you the offer. Don't work with them. Tell him, sorry, you're not serious. You're welcome. You're my partner. I want to build with you. But there are some basic rules. You have to have your dreams written down. You have to tell me your commitment time you're going to put in the business. And I need to see your contact list that we agreed. Make initial prospect list 152, 300 names. With their contact names, grade them. How are you going to grade them? HWC, hot, warm, cold. After you put your 300 names, you are starting to categorize them as per their relation to you. Your H, your hot contact, your circle of influence. The people who believe in you, who love you, who like to do things you do. The people who are ready to take a bullet for you. Maybe you don't exist in this world. I mean, the people who are so close. Think of people when you are in a problem. Let's say when your car breaks down in the middle of the night, who are the 5 or 10 people that you're going to call? Those are your circle of influence. Those are the first people you should start up with. So your warm contact is your regular friends, your working colleagues. Your cold contact are people you know, but you call every Christmas, every Ramadan, every festive. You don't call quite often. But everyone must go to your list. You don't know who's going to be your people. Your contact list or your pipeline should look like this. Name, number, type, HWC, the date of invitation, where you make the invitation for him, date of presentation, the first follow-up, second follow-up, coffee meeting, third follow-up, fourth follow-up with the upline, and system. Did that prospect, if he joined or not joined, attended system. Now, we're going to talk about the follow-up later, but just look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first 5 points. So all the 300 names should go here, their contact numbers or emails, or social media account, their date that you will be invited, their type. Okay, let's say Sarah Johnson. She's an H, she's a close contact. Ali Reza, he's a W. So the type is you write next to each contact H, W, or C, hot, warm, or cold. Then the date that you have invited him and the date he attended the presentation. Those are the first 5 we're going to talk about now. Now, in the 5th pillar, we're going to talk about the follow-up so we know how to fill the rest. So this is your pipeline. This is the pipeline of your business, the schedule. Okay, we're going to continue. But now we understand name, number, type, invitation date, and presentation. After you write your contact list, your 300 names, and you put their contact number and you categorize them, I want you to filter out of those 300 names, your A+ list, your hot name list, the top 30. You go from up. Now you have you write your H contact, then your W contact, then your C contact. C, hot, warm, cold. Let's say you write 300 names. Let's say you have 20 hot, you have 150 warm, and like 100 cold. You start by writing the hot, then the warm, then the cold. Okay? After you finish your contact list, you choose the first 50 names on your contact list, the first 50 names. Take the first 50 names, put them into a new list, because out of those 50 names, we want to filter out your A+ 30. How are we going to do the filtration? I wrote my contact list of 300 names. I put their contact numbers or emails or social media account. I put their category HWC. Now from H to W, I will take the top 50 contact, the first 50. I put it into a new list. I call it my hot name list. From the hot name list, I want to take the A+. I will put my 50 hot name list. Their category, HW, of course, they're going to be from the H and Ws. I'll put their contact numbers or email. Of course, they are my H and W, I have their numbers. Then I have to do a different level of grading. A out of 10, B out of 10, C out of 10, and total out of 10. What's A, what's B, what's C? A is ambitious. B, business-minded. C, credibility and influence. The first name you're going to write here, please listen to me carefully. The first name you're going to write here is you. My name is Khaled Shah. Okay, let me fill this list with you today. Where are we? Okay, here, I'll put my name, Khaled Shah. Now, my category, of course, triple H. I'm a hot to myself. I put my contact number, whatever, blah, 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 the number. Then I'll come to A, ambitious. Please here, be very faithful when you are rating yourself. Don't bluff yourself. As an ambition, you know what's ambition mean? Ambitious, someone who's really ambitious, want to do project, want to do travel the world, do things. So first I'll look at myself. How much do I give myself out of 10 as an ambitious person? I'll give myself, let's say 9. I'll go to the next category, business minded. You know, some people, you always see them, they want to do business. I mean, don't like, not even big project. They want to start, let's do this business, let's do that, let's start to make our shop. You know, let's, get some cars and rent them. Let's do, you feel that they are always thinking of doing businesses, expanding, trading, starting a new company, doing this. The business mind, they love to do business. So for yourself, how much you rate yourself out of 10 as a business mind? Let's say I give myself 6 or 7. Then credibility. Here I don't mean about credibility is lying or not lying. Credibility in the society, your influence. You know, when we were young, there always one guy, which was me, in the gang, in the group. When this guy doesn't go to a special place, the whole plan is canceled, right? It's like the most influenced guys. So how much you give yourself in influence, please don't let your ego put the reality. How much you give yourself as an influence of your hot and warm contact. Are you really very influential, like 70%, 80%, 40%? Let's say I'll put myself 9.5. Then I look at my total. 9 plus 7, 16, plus 9, the 26, 25.4. Why did I write myself? Because I'm going to be the base foundation to measure others. Then I put here Sarah Johnson. She's H to me, and contact number is blah, blah, blah. Now, is Sarah more efficient or less efficient than me? If I'm 9, I might give Sarah 6. If I'm as a business mind, I give myself 7. Sarah, she's like, I think she's more sharp in business, I'll give her 8. Credibility, maybe she is like 7. Then what is Sarah total? 6 and 8, 14 and 7? That's 21. I'll do the practice for the 50 names. Out of the 50 names, I will pick up the top 30 scores. That's my A+ list. From my hot list, I will make my A list. Now, I made my contact list. I put all the names I know, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000. It's an Excel sheet, you can fill it. Put the names, the category, the contact number. Then I'll pick the first 50. I put it into the hot list. I do this practice in all my hot list, and I will choose the top 30 score from my hot list. That's my A+ list that I must start inviting them immediately. Those are the first people you should start with, your A+ list. The most people who are influenced by you, the most people who are ambitious, business-minded, credible. But don't just do it randomly like this. Please do this exercise. I promise you, when you will do the exercise, you will have a proper business plan to build. So that's your capital, your contact list, your name list. You first write your contact list, never prejudge, never ever prejudge. Everyone must go to your list. Like we said, must be written down. Everyone goes into your list. Don't prejudge. Make it 100, 300 names, categorize them HWC. It looks like this. Then make your hot list. Take the first 50 names, because first you are writing your hot. After that, your warms. After that, your cold. So your first 50 names, so the most close 50 people to you, you put it in a hot name list. Then you start to do this practice. How much you give yourself out of 10 as an ambitious person? How much you give yourself out of 10 as a business-minded person? How much you give yourself out of 10 as a credible person? What is the total? Then the 50 name, you do the same exercise comparing them to you. Then you pick the top 30 scores. This is your A plus list that you must start inviting immediately, which will take us to the fourth pillar of our business and the fourth skill needed in our business, which is invitation skills. Art of invitation. In French, invitation. Art of invitation. How to invite properly. Now, this is the simplest, most difficult skills in our business. And this is the skills where make most people fail before they even start. Because in my opinion, 70% of the decision that person who attend the presentation is taken before the presentation. It's from your invitation. 70% of the decision that the person who will join you or not, 70%, the decision is already taken from your invitation. This is science, guys. Science had proven that people, when they buy based on emotional decision, and they justify their decision by logic. People buy based on emotion, and they justify the decision by logic. So take care. Follow these steps. Those steps are made for you to avoid mistakes in the invitation that could make you lose a potential prospect, partner, that could bring you millions of dollars. The invitation here, from my own experience, I'm not going to do it in the traditional way. I divided it into two ways to have a higher success rate for you. Which, if you go to our e-entrepreneur academy, online academy, you see the invitation is two steps: gaining interest, then invitation. Gaining interest, then invitation. Before I invite someone to my business, I need to gain his or her interest. How do I do that? I created a simple methodology. It's called the whisper campaign. What is the whisper? You know, whispering, and you're talking much. That's called whispering. It's called the whisper campaign. That increase the success rate of your invitation and make you talk to more interested people rather than talking to them. The whisper campaign is what? This is the secret to go fast. Create curiosity. Here you start whispering about what is going to happen in 1 week prior to your actual launch. You know, those kind of word, launching, sensation, starting project, those moves the adrenaline in so many people and excitement. This whisper campaign is crucial to getting several people interested in following you on this journey. The next 30 days, start telling people that you are launching a new huge project in your business and you thought of them first. And you're not launching. Guys, this is the biggest project you ever launched in your life, if you understand what you have. Please understand the value. And understand this. You could bring someone to the business and he could make money more than you, even he's in your organization. But that guy who made money more than you, he will never, if he make $200,000, he will not tell you, you know what, because of you, I joined this business, here is $50,000 for you. This ain't happening. So please understand that you're doing people a favor by showing them this opportunity. So you have to talk with posture about your business. You have to talk with confidence and pride. You're the upper hand here. On the Whisper campaign, phone calls appointment will be booked to talk to them about the project. This is what we call the pre-invitation step. Pre-invitation step. Before I make a phone call to invite someone or talk to them, I mean like in Zoom, because the invitation, the highest success. All this kind of bulk messages, emails, bull sugar, proven failure. It could work, but the highest percentage fails. The best invitation is when I pick up the phone and talk to someone. They hear my voice. I'm inviting them. I'm talking about a business. They need to hear the tone of my voice. So this is what we call the preparation or gaining interest. So the Whisper campaign is simple. Sending messages to people telling them that you are going to call them today or tomorrow to talk about the launch of a very huge project that you thought of them first to get one of the benefits. So you're sending a WhatsApp message or a Facebook message informing them that you're going to call them today or tomorrow. So starting from today, you need to start to send 5 Whisper messages per day. Every day, 5 Whisper messages. Specific type of the phone call will be mentioned in the Whisper message. Phone call appointment is booked in your message 24 to 48 hours after the Whisper message. You're sending the Whisper now, so you're going to call tomorrow or day after max. Project kickoff date, for example. Now, our next presentation, because now we're supposed to have a presentation tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, no, you're not going to make it. I mean, like you do your regular invitation. But I mean, our next presentation is going to be Monday, not Friday, because here we have our Eid festival for our Muslim brother, like Happy Eid, inshallah, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're off. So Monday is going to be our presentation. So you are choosing our presentation time Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as the kickoff time of your project. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So you're sending a message to excite the person and telling them that you're going to make a phone call to talk about the project that you're launching. My next presentation, Wednesday, I cannot Monday, but Monday. So you're going to call him tomorrow to invite him to the Monday. And if you're in Sunday, you're going to take him an appointment to call him on Sunday to invite him about the Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like this. So the Whisper campaign is gaining an interest, sending a message to increase the importance of your subject, increase the curiosity, gain the interest before making the next step of the phone call, so people will take you more seriously. Master the invitation skills. Let's talk about some scripts, okay? Those are examples. Of course, you can make them the way. For example, Whisper message script. Good day, sir. Good day, Sarah. Hope you're doing great. Sarah, Tuesday, 10 a.m., I will be calling you to talk about the huge risk-free e-commerce business that I will start launching on 14th of December. For example, with one of the world's most successful superstars in the e-commerce industry. And you were one of my first level selected candidates because I know who you are and how keen you would be when starting those opportunities. Now, I would replace the word opportunity by business. In some areas, people they got a large amount of market opportunities. So, about those type of businesses. I will explain more in the call soon, inshallah, or for sure. Just tell me, is 10 a.m. a good time to talk to you, or should I call you at 2 p.m.? When they respond, you've taken a commitment. That's the first thing. So it's a preparation process, right? So you're doing a kind of preparation process. So now, second step. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Friend, brother, whatever. I need to know when is the best time to call you on Tuesday, as I'm launching a powerful e-commerce project with some of the superstars in the industry. And I thought of you as one of the most elite candidates. It's our golden opportunity, buddy, to jump into the e-commerce booming industry. Risk-free, just tell me, what is the best time? And I will explain better in the future. Again, taking commitment. It's another script. You know what I mean? So this type of message is to gain the interest and prepare the person for the call. Because now in the call, I will start the invitation process. So before the invitation is gaining interest. What's gaining interest is the whisper template. Sending messages to tell the person that you're going to talk about a huge project launching next Monday, next Wednesday, and is Tuesday 10 a.m. better or 2 p.m.? You're taking a commitment and you're telling him or her you think of them first because you know that they're interested to start a second income, to jump into e-commerce because they're clever, whatever. These are the messages. So every day you're sending 5 whisper messages. You're taking 5 commitments every day. This will take you 5 minutes. It's almost a script that you change the name and you can change something to add the special thing of that person. Send. Then you get the response. Then you add to your schedule here. When they respond to your whisper message, you put immediately the date that you're gonna call them for the invite. Okay, so now you know the purpose of this. You send the whisper message, they respond. Okay, now Tuesday, 2 p.m. is the best time for me. So I put the invitation Tuesday, 2 p.m. This guy, Monday, 10 a.m. This guy, Tuesday, 2 p.m. This guy. So my first 5. I send the whisper, I put the date. Now, next. After I send the whisper and they respond, I'm only going to call who responded. I'm going to call who responded. Now, what if the person responded after the time I have given him? Sorry, Sarah, I was busy. You can call me today. Don't say, yeah, okay. You know what? You know what, John? Today I'm busy. Let me check tomorrow. Tomorrow, 2 or 4 p.m. is better because today I'm a little bit busy. I'm quite hooked up with some schedule. Always be the upper hand. Please don't have ego, but don't oversell. Don't overthrow yourself. Maintain your posture. You're offering them a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Now, let's move to the invitations. Now, on the phone, some people, they will hold the phone like this. Oh, thanks God, he didn't respond. You hold the phone, shaking. He did not respond. Why? Why you know, I've seen people are, you know, hesitant to do the invitation. Why? Imagine you're having your birthday party in the most expensive hotel in your town. How would you be inviting your friends? Hey, John, I'm having my birthday party at Ritz Carlton next Thursday. You're not coming? Okay, I don't care. Bye-bye. Why? And you will be inviting someone to a birthday party where it could it cost you what, $5,000, $10,000, like $2,000, I don't know. Why are you inviting someone to a multi-million-dollar project that could dramatically change his life? And you're hesitant? There's a problem, right? So please do the problem. Visualize before you pick up. What great project you have. What great team you have. Should Daryl open the camera because you know she's one of those people worst. Okay. So remember, the great project you have, the great team, the great company, the great opportunity you're offering. Then pick up the phone. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Excellent. Okay? Very different. I told you, 70% of the decision of the person joining start from your invitation. Whisper invitation. Get your prospect excited and curious enough to attend. Please, what does invitation mean? If we go to Oxford Dictionary and we put the word invite, what does invite mean? It's to invite someone to something, not to explain the business or to explain something to someone. It's invite. Please don't explain. In your invitation, it should be short and sweet. Don't give information, only excitement. What is the main purpose of the invitation? Is getting your prospect excited and curious enough to attend your business presentation without giving him or giving her technical information. Please just invite, don't explain. Rule number one. Invite, don't explain. And you buy a $400 package and you can bring people who can shop online, and then when they get cash back, you get money. You have ruined it up. Trying to explain the business over the phone is trying to have a haircut over the phone. It won't work. It won't work. You're losing your prospect. Don't explain, just invite. You know, hi Sarah, how you doing? Yeah, I called you. Remember, I sent you a message because you're one of the very powerful, most people that I know that you could, you know, be excited about this huge e-commerce project. We're launching a huge e-commerce project with a US-based, Dubai-based company partner with the world 12,000 brand names, big brands in the world like Jumia, Hotel, Booking, Airline, big brands, and they're looking for CS agent in our area, and they're just starting. And I'm hooked up with one of the superstars in this industry. And we're having a live show next Monday, 8 p.m. So should I book you in because seats are limited? What is this all about, Darren? You know, it's an e-commerce project. You know, I cannot explain over the phone. You know, in the presentation, it's going to be a live show. Everything will be explained. It's going to be explained in details, but I need to run for another call. Tell me, are you in? Because I need to book seats in that event. Don't worry, it's free, but anyway, I need to make the booking. So you're in. I'll confirm to you 2 hours before the show. Thank you. Talk to you later. Khalas. Enough. That's it. Second rule. 95% of your invitation done over the phone, as I mentioned. Please don't do this bulk messages, bulk emails. People won't take you seriously, guys. You're talking about a multi-million-dollar business and you worry to lose 1 cent of phone call credit? For God's sake, people are not stupid. They need to hear the tone of your voice, because the tone of your voice represents how important is your subject. And I'll give you this trick. This is a very nice trick. When you're inviting prospect to the presentation in the phone, always start the call by asking the person, are you free now, or should I call you later in 5 minutes or 1 hour? Hey John, how you doing? Are you free now, or should I call you back because I've got something important I need to discuss? Because maybe when you're calling John, he's watching a football match. So he'll be like, yeah, but he's like watching the football match. And will he be like fighting with his boss or with a client or with a spouse, whatever. He's only, but he's like focusing on something else. But he's not mentally with you. So first I need to drag his attention. Hey John, how you doing? Excellent. Buddy, are you free now for 2 minutes? Or should I call you back because I've got something important to talk about? No, Sarah, what is it all about, Darren? Tell me. I dragged his attention. First step. I asked him, you free? Can we talk now? We got something important to share, as I sent you in the whisper message. Or you want me to call you later? No, tell me what's it all about. I first dragged his attention. I don't want him to be busy doing something else. Second, after you drag his attention, talk about, after you drag his attention, start by asking him or ask her about something they love. For example, you know that I'm inviting, Darren is inviting Hamdan, for example, for the presentation. And you know, Hamdan is obsessed with off-road, and he's like putting this new suspension for his Jeep to make it higher to go off-road and like this. And he saw Hamdan 2 days ago, he posted his car, taking a photo with his car next to the, sand dunes. And you know that he put the new big tires for his car. So after he said, no, tell me, Sarah, I'm with you. What is it all about? But tell me first, man, how is the new tires that you have installed to your Jeep looks like? Because I saw you in the Facebook, man, they look amazing. You know, this guy or maybe he had a birthday for his daughter 2 weeks ago. By the way, first send my regards to our new angel. You know, I've seen the birthday party picture, this spectacular. May God bless her for you. Why I talk about something or ask him about something he or she like? Because that person, he could be in a bad mood, fighting, bad mood, broke, thinking of expenses, and people in a bad mood, they are not good receivers. So when you ask him or ask her about something they like, you immediately make that person think of the thing he loves. So immediately the smile grows in his face. So he become in a good mood. So he's a better listener. So drag the attention, ask about something in common that you both know and you know he likes. So try to change his mood before you get into the subject. Then the same invitation I told you. You already sent the whisper. Never mention anything related to the company, business, or product, or over the phone. As I told you, please, no detail. Use high impact words, golden opportunity, Facebook revolution, e-commerce revolution, shopping tsunami, all the things we talk about. It's a US Dubai-based company partnering with 12,000 brand names, and they're offering a tremendous e-commerce opportunity, and they're looking for serious agents. And I thought of you, Sarah, because I know how indeed you're looking for a real second serious income and how smart you are. And by the way, next Monday, there's a live show done by one of the superstars and one of the top earners in the world, and going to be conducted live, and I'm connected to them directly. And I want you to book 1 hour of your time at that day. Don't allow anything to disturb you. And I want you to attend the live show, because after the show, I'm going to call you or we're going to meet for a coffee to discuss further. So they need to know that you're going to meet them or call them after the presentation, so they will be focused. No giving, buying package, doing this, signing up people, cashback, you build customers. This will cannot be done over the phone. Let the expert do the experiment. You do the invitation. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Your tone of voice represents the importance of your subject. Create urgency. When you invite, hey, how are you, sir? Are you good? You know, maybe you can be interested. There is one nice opportunity. I know my friend, he make money, and you can come. If you're busy, don't come. I guarantee you that 99% of your people won't come. Your tone of voice represents. I don't tell you yell. I'm not telling you shout, but use the proper tone of voice to represent the importance of your subject. So the person can sense the urgency and the opportunity. Making an appointment must be done by giving limited option. You don't ask her, are you free or not? Because if you ask someone when you're free, no one wants to be interested to show you that he's free. He will tell you, tomorrow I'm busy with my wife. After tomorrow, I'm going to the kids' school. Sunday, I'm taking my daughter's dog for a walk. Monday, my brother-in-law cat needs to go to the doctor. I don't ask when you're free. And I don't tell them, come now. I give them option. So tell me, Sarah, what is a better time, Monday or Wednesday? 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. You are already having the presentation scheduled. So you give them 2 options and let them choose. You give them the feeling that they are choosing, but within your option. Or if you're having a one-to-one presentation with your upline in the office or in your home or in her home, whatever, okay? Use the existing webinar system. Edify the opportunity and the speaker. Emphasize on the importance of the show and ask to write notes and tell them that you're going to call them after the presentation. You're going to meet up after the show to talk about the project. So they need to be focused. Let them know that you're attending and you're watching with them. And the best case scenario is that you invite her over your house and you open up the presentation in your TV and you're sitting together in your house, in your office. You invite them into a place if you want, where you are controlling the atmosphere. Don't go to his office, don't go to his home, because 10,000 things will disturb. Bring to your house, bring to your office, bring to a quiet coffee shop atmosphere, sitting together, open your laptop, connect the headset, watch together. Don't let him watch and you go play with your mobile, because whatever you do, he will do. Those are simple things, etiquette, team building etiquettes. If you can accept the worst fear, then nothing to fear. The most worst thing ever could happen, the person will say, thank you, but it's not for you, I'm not interested. So what? Next, I don't care. Next. So these are the most important thing that I need to discuss now with you. The fifth pillar, which I'm going to go through with the presentation. Those are for the people who are doing the presentation in the office or one-to-one. I mean, not over the webinar. Or you bringing people to do the presentation with you. Remember, dress smart for your success. You're inviting your people for a business opportunity, so you should look like a business or a businessman. People will take you more serious when you are dressed up. Be there before you prospect. Respecting people time will result in making them respect the importance of your business. Present people in places where you own the control only. Don't present them in their homes, offices, or during parties. You can never get their full attention, or they might not be in a business mood. So you lost them. Edify your leader or the presenter very well. Always the person who's gonna do the presentation, even one-to-one or two-to-one presentation, or office group presentation, or even online presentation, talk highly about the person who's gonna do the presentation. Edify him or edify her, because people love to listen to important people. The more you edify the person going to present, the more you prospect your focus. Don't interrupt the presenter and give full attention during the presentation. Interrupting someone is disrespecting his statement. And definitely you don't want your prospect not to take the presentation seriously. Closing the deal. After the presentation, remember of doing those things. Take a screenshot so you always remember. Most people would want someone they trust to help them take the decision, especially after being introduced to our great business, which is something very new to them, or they used to be very skeptical about. And this is the most important moment to them, where they will decide to go for it or just walk away. The following steps are very important in making your prospect takes the right decision. One, after the presentation is done, thank your leader for his time and effort, and then stay with your prospect alone. Because some questions he might feel shy to ask the presenter, but he can ask you. And the more he asks questions, the more you can help him to decide. Answer all his questions in a positive way. And if you don't have an answer to a certain question, immediately ask your upline. It's no shame. People will feel that, wow, she still doesn't know everything, but she's still building the business and she had people supporting. That will help them to feel that there's a support atmosphere so they can take a decision. Talk about your success experience and what type of support you got from your leaders and the Diamonds team. Make her understand that you belong to our organization, that we are not alone by your side, we're all working together. Always ask, and this is very important, always ask a question that has a positive answer. So, for example, after the presentation, don't ask the person, what do you think? You know, some people, after the presentation, they look at you. They're prospecting the presentation, okay? And what happened? Actually, we keep the prospect in the presentation. When they go away, they talk in the phone, they're not giving attention. 90% they lose the prospect. And on top of that, after the presentation is over, you will see the guy standing on the wall like this. And then look at my face and like, how do you find it? What do you think of it? It's like you're asking him about a drug deal, you know? Don't ask people, what do you think of this? How do you find it? No. Ask questions that has a yes answer. Ask a question that always could go with an answer. What is the best thing you like about it? What is the most interesting? What are you planning to start with, team member or people? See the difference? Because if you ask someone, how do you think about it? It's nice, but I don't like the tie of the presenter. It's nice, but I think maybe I need some more time. If you grab 5 yes from the prospect, you got it. So ask a question that has a yes answer. What is the most thing you like about the opportunity? What was the most exciting thing? What package you're planning to start with? Are you going to go for the corporate PPA package or the team member? When do you think we can sit together to put the plan to move forward? This type of question you ask. Not do you like it or not? How do you think? No, be confident. Ask question with a yes. Always ask question with a yes answer. Be very positive and make him feel that you will support her or support him and work with them as a team. They need to get that feeling after the presentation that they're a team supporting each other. And finally, explain to him or her the importance of time and request him not to talk anyone because they won't be able to explain the business in the right way. And if they want to consult anyone, bring them and we will do that. So this is why you need to do the follow. After the presentation, Dave, 90% of the people, we're going to keep this for the next session or because we have a special follow-up day, but I just want to tell you, the handling rejection follow-up, but I just want to tell you that it's, when signing up someone, thank you, Henry. Signing up someone, it's not an event, it's a process. Don't think that someone who join your presentation, your job is done. No. 99% of the people will never take the decision from the presentation day. They will take it in the second meeting, third meeting, fourth meeting. Those are the follow-up. In the follow-up meeting, it's 95% of sign up won't happen in the same day. They need to have a follow-up meeting. Follow up with your prospect within 48 hours. Strike the iron when it's hot. Even call for a next meeting with your upline. Tell them, hi, John, how you doing? Hi, Sarah, how you doing? When are we meeting? Today or tomorrow? What is it all about? We need to sit together to put the plan to move forward. I need to introduce you to my upline. It could be a 3-way call. So you can go and handle the objection, answer any question in a positive way, show them success ways, show them cashback scenarios, show them all of those things, and invite them to join now. Remember the SW rule. Some will join, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting to join. Once they sign up, encourage them to start the getting started training immediately to build their business. And this is now will complete your pipeline. The name of your people, your prospect, their number, their HWC, and I can add also the total number here of their ambitious business mind was. And here the people who respond to my whisper message. What date I'm gonna invite them. When they attend the presentation, I put the date they're attending the presentation. And after that, let's say if they attend on 2nd of July, I know I need to follow up maximum by 4th of July. The first follow-up is the first phone call, the first meeting that happened after the presentation immediately. After the presentation meeting is the next meeting you arrange with them. Coffee meeting could be a third meeting. The person you attend a second meeting, you answer the question positive, you okay, I need to get the money, I need to be ready. Just like this 2 days or this week, I'm busy moving my house, but I'm gonna be with you. Okay, John, so you think next Sunday 4 p.m. will be good too? So you take the time for the third meeting and you have for another coffee meeting. Fourth meeting is you could use your upline to help you close the prospect. You do a Zoom call. If your upline lives in the same city, you can do a one-to-one meeting in the office, in coffee shop, whatever. So always remember, it's a process, it's not an event. And after the person sign up, he has to have the same pipeline and he must attend the system, duplicating staff training. This is the last advice I have for you tonight. Remember, presentation, 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 max out, max out. I don't get emotional. When people say no, they're not saying no for you. Don't get emotional. They're saying no for the opportunity. So what? Next. And let me tell you this. When someone is telling you no, it's not mean no. It means I'm watching. They want to see how you progress. So the faster you move on, so many of the no's people will gonna come back to you. But don't get emotional. It's a business. It's not something personal. Presentation, presentation, presentation. Sending every day 5 whisper, making invitation, deciding your commitment, having your dreams, having your contact list, knowing the value of what you have. And you will definitely achieve your financial freedom. Thank you, champions. I thought it's gonna be a 2 hours workshop. Turns to be like 2.5 hours workshop. But it was great being with you all tonight. And as I told you, I have recorded this in 2 parts. I'm going to upload it in 2 parts. Trust me, guys. If every one of you follow what I just said tonight, I'm gonna meet you in 3 years in your financial freedom life. That's a promise. Follow, apply, duplicate, and train your team. This is your 3 years retirement plan. And if any one of you now have any questions after this long training session, you're welcome to ask. And I can't, but let me stop there.